Hello, welcome to Homeopathic Services. My name is Pierre Fontaine. I've been a professional homeopath for about 25 years. And from the get-go, I specialize in autism. It took quite some years to be able to systematically reverse cases of autism. It's not 100%, unfortunately, but the numbers are quite good. This is my third video of the week, which is quite unusual. I presented a case of a 27-year-old on the spectrum doing extremely well now, a case of a 20-year-old doing extremely well now since we started, and today I'm presenting the case of a 12-year-old. Needless to say, I am not a fan and a subscriber of the idea that there is a window of opportunity between the age of 2 and 8 years old. I think that is bunk. A lot can be done with the right approach, with the right homeopathic remedy, one remedy at a time. Do not buy the idea that you can give several homeopathic remedies at a time and end up with good results. That will not happen. The reason being, a homeopathic remedy is really a ray of light, a healing, a specific healing energy. And the way a homeopathic remedy is meant to be used is to have resonance with the patient. That resonance is crucial. You can give 1,000 remedies and have no resonance, okay, which is very much what happens when people give multiple remedies. They try to hit it's kind of like throwing spaghetti against the wall to see how much is going to stick. No, we need to be judicious, we need to be professional, we need to be accurate, and in that sense, find one homeopathic remedy. We may change the remedy, but it's got to be one remedy at a time, because we have to use this laser kind of this light of energy, this essence, this healing essence. That is crucial. That is a match to the child or the young adult on the spectrum, or anybody else for that matter, okay? Because homeopathy is never limited itself to autism. I specialize in it, and the bulk of my practice is autism, and that's why I speak in such specific terms. So anyone who gives you several homeopathic remedies is absolutely on the wrong track. Okay, so this is the case of a 12, and so therefore cannot have the deep, life-changing results that we can have with accuracy, with professionalism. Okay, so this is the case of a 12-year-old whose parents come to me. He has he's way overstimulated. He's very aggressive towards himself on others. The reason why I present a lot of cases with aggression and autism is because aggression is really prevalent. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but it is very prevalent. And I want you to understand that there is hope, there is help. You don't have to give dozens of biomed, of vitamins and so on, to try to have one affect this, affect that, and have this house of cards, if you will, that is ready to break at any time, most particularly in the teenage years, when the child completely refuses everything that is given to him or her. Okay, so a huge amount of aggression. If they say no, if he hears the no, it is complete temper tantrum. It is complete meltdown, and this happens several times a day. And at 12 years old, like I just mentioned, they don't really, they may not be able to speak. He doesn't speak, may not be able to speak, but they're going to rebel. They rebel very commonly from a young age, especially at the word no, but it tends to increase rather than decrease. Mom says he keeps on picking his nose most of the time. They think it is allergies, but they're not sure. Okay, nothing has come back conclusive regarding that. He has to watch the same TV shows over and over again. And his interests are quite limited. In terms of food, he likes, one particularity is that he likes to eat spicy food. Okay. What else? He fears heights, bouncy houses, playing with other kids. He does not like that. He has a lot of anxiety in public. That is a very common feature. Okay. Let's see. He has multiple episodes of aggression. He can calm down, okay, and then seems to be sorry, but has never expressed so. In terms of gastrointestinal, it has huge constipation. I mean, enormous. And they have done a lot about this, but it's constipation and a lot of pain. It seems like passing stool is very, very, very painful for him. He also gets leg cramps. He's colicky at night. He's 12 years old. He's still colicky at night. He needs to get up in the middle of the night. Okay. I asked to see the life through the eyes of the child, and the parents tell me he gets very frustrated and therefore and angry, anxious, depressed due to lack of communication. That is a very common rationalization, okay, of parents, and they feel like if he didn't get so upset, he would be able to communicate a little bit more. But again, that's a rationalization. He wants to talk but cannot express or know any words, and then he gets agitated, you see. It's like he's living in a bubble. That's a very common, that's just about everybody. So there's nothing unusual in the presentation here. Okay, so I asked about the pregnancy, of course, because that gives also there's a lot of information. I gather information from quarters people are never asked about. Okay, the medical approach is a purely physical one that is, in my view, impossible to control, and that's why they give so many things with generally limited effect. And if there are good effects from taking these cocktails, these biomed cocktails, generally the effects become less and less and less. Okay, they diminish over time, and then we have here, in case of a 12-year-old or 20-year-old or 19-year-old, whatever age, because nothing is helping anymore. Okay, and please be aware once again. Such concept of a window of opportunity is really not correct. Okay. So during pregnancy, there were much problem with the in-laws. Very, very, very much. Okay. There were a lot of fears, a lot of anxieties, and during pregnancy, the questionnaire. Don't forget, I try to condense these video clips into 10 minutes. The 3 hours, that's the first consultation, into 10 minutes. There were a lot of fears, lots of fears during this, during the pregnancy because of in-laws. Okay. And that translates, if you will, in this way. It's very spontaneous. It's difficult to think so. But here's what the mother says during the pregnancy. I felt like there was a lack of oxygen. She couldn't breathe. There was so much pressure on her. She could not breathe. She had numbness in the leg. It was hard to make a decision. And she preferred to focus the mind, but the mind would not want to do so. Okay. What is interesting here, it does, in that, the feeling is very important. It seems completely benign. But then I ask about the delivery. And what is extraordinary, this is why I gather information from all quarters. What was extraordinary about the delivery is that he had the cord wrapped around 2 times. Lack of oxygen. And during pregnancy, that is exactly what the mother felt regarding the in-laws. They were so controlling, she felt there was lack of oxygen. When things come spontaneously, when things are said spontaneously, this from the part of the homeopath, from my end, when I hear this and then I hear about the delivery and there's a match, that is gorgeous because it leads me towards a remedy. Because it's a match from different quarters. It's what we call the totality. What was strange and peculiar also in this case, something that again seems completely benign, is that she did not like cabbage. She did not like cauliflower. She did not like broccoli. All vegetables from the same family. It was not cabbage, orange juice, and string beans. It was all about the same family. So the reason why one parent specifically, because people call me and say, well, I tried this remedy because I read a case online. And this is the reason why I don't give the name of the remedies in these cases. All of these cases, I don't give the name of the remedies. I don't give the name of the remedies because the information needs to come from different areas in order for me to get a complete picture, a totality, so that I can make an analysis and then come with a remedy. And that's what I did. Of course, I gave a remedy. And in the first follow-up, we really had great improvement. He was so good. He was focused. Remember, focus was an issue during pregnancy? But this is out of her mind. She doesn't even know. She doesn't remember a month ago what she told me about the pregnancy. But in this, she tells me his focus is, it looks like a totally different person. He's been curious about new things. He's even using and writing new words. That is fantastic, right? He said 2 sentences together. His sleep is overall better. Meltdown, not as bad. Blah, blah, blah. So, this goes on. It's very positive. Then in the spring, he developed allergies. I tried to give the remedy in a different way, the chronic remedy in a different way, but then I went to an acute remedy for the allergies. And he went through this the hay fever season very, with flying colors. It was not an issue. We went back to the remedy, and recently I had a follow-up. We're still going to need probably a couple of other remedies in this case, but the mother is totally thrilled. And she said at the end, our first doctor said he will never talk. He will be institutionalized. You see? And there's nothing further from the truth. Because socially it's been happening a little bit. Yesterday he said the cow gives the milk. And the mother said, what does the milk give? Milk. So he could answer the back and forth, you see. What does the cow eat? Grass. All right. He's been thirsty. So this case is ongoing. Okay. But it's extremely hopeful. That's what I want to convey to you with this. We have gone from a child who doesn't speak with multiple meltdowns and very grave aggravations and a lot of problems with stool, and all of these have lifted, and now he's moving this long road, but he's moving into, let's say, neurotypicality. Thank you so very much for listening. Homeopathicservices.com is the website. I hope this is helpful to you. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.